All right, looks like I figured it out. Mix that up a little bit. Go over here. Change my exposure down. See how it looks like that. And the white balance, I feel a little yellowy here. I don't know. Let's see if that makes me look a little bit more blue. I don't know. I guess I could have put a white piece of paper in front to see, but whatever. Ultimately, okay, so ultimately, I have fixed the situation here, and I didn't change the name because I would have had to change a bunch of things. And it would be nice to remotely operate the camera, but it's fine. Zoom out a little bit. And I think that's looking pretty decent. I'll have to make a video about this. So in order for me to flip this, I was trying to do the settings on the camera for the selfie flip, but it turns out in the Mimo app, there was a thing to flip the screen there because it's not actually streaming the camera as much as it's streaming what the Mimo app sees. So there's a flip thing on the Mimo app to fix it. And that's what solved the problem here of all of this shit. So, got that figured out. Smart motherfucker over here. Now, let's try something else. I want to see. If for the stream, if I do my custom adjustment, my sharpness. What if I crank the sharpness to +2? Noise reduction, -2. And I just want to see. Does that actually change much? Now that we have the sharpness cranked. Did it change anything when I zoom in on my beard? Oh yeah, that did. That completely did. So if you look here, you see like on my beard, it's oh yeah, that definitely gave made a difference for sure. Now we're you see, this is why I do these things, because we're experimenting around, and I gotta say the video on this thing is looking pretty close to the Sony. You know, obviously the Sony, you can change your f-stop, right? But considering it does have a depth of field, because you know, if I take the watch, now if I could just change, if they could just change that, so instead of it having to be that close, you could be like here, for instance. And I guess if I moved up a little bit, and it was, if I went up a little bit and I zoomed out a touch, maybe I would have a bit more depth of field. But not really. Like when you get so close, you get that product shot stuff. Like I don't want to be that fucking close to the camera in order to have a blurry background. But it's okay. I am pretty impressed with this camera. Very impressed. You know what I'm going to do as well, too? I'm telling you guys, if you're going to buy yourself a present, look here, make sure. So if you're going to buy yourself a present for Christmas, you got to get yourself one of these cameras. Like if you don't have one, it's crazy. And you got to get the creator combo. You got to get that whole creator combo one. I'm going to copy my associate link. And I'm going to share it with you guys. So yeah, that link for Amazon, that is my link for this camera. The Creator's combo kit with the wireless microphone, the extended battery thing, the tripod, all the shit you need, right? This is all the shit that you need. And so here's what's cool about this whole live stream right now. This live stream has really nothing to do with the computer. It's not a webcam. I could do this live stream from anywhere that I have an internet connection with the camera and my phone. And technically, I have an extra phone. So if I didn't want to like tie my actual phone up, and it doesn't really matter because I don't have to be on the app. It can be run in the background. But let's say I was going to, I was going to go live stream a party and they've got a Wi-Fi connection there. And I don't need to have cellular data. I could literally take this camera, take the other phone, take your old phone, iPhone, iPad. I could take my iPad if I want to have a bigger screen and just hook up to the network and set up a live stream. Got the wireless mic. The one thing I wish it could do, if there was one wish for the firmware, and it could, I can't see why they couldn't do it, is if I could have the microphones on the camera working at the same time as my wireless mic. And the reason for that might be, let's say I had the camera sitting somewhere and it was listening to the music and I want to walk over in the distance and talk to someone and have that in the background. This would be a smart idea, DJI. Very smart idea. The fucking stream is looking really goddamn good. Like adjusting that sharpness, it's funny. COVID told me for when he's recording, he goes -2. But my beard, when I was doing that -2, my beard was looking a little bit muddy looking when you zoomed in. And I'm telling you now, when you zoom in, it's like, shit, that's looking pretty sharp looking. Like the detail. Detail's really good. And then I changed my white balance. I did the noise reduction down, like -2. But I put the sharpness to +2 instead of -2. And that extra bit of sharpness. And I think because it's YouTube and the way YouTube compresses things and stuff, it really helped out. Hey, do me a favor. If you're watching, say hello in the chat because I just continued my restream and it had my old chat. So I just want to see if the chat settings are still working out. Just want to make sure that, you know, if you're here, that I can actually see your chat because I don't really know. We're doing, this is part 2, if you're seeing this, because when I came in the first time, we had the mirrored image and the DJ lab was in reverse, and I was showing some watches and they were all in reverse. And I fixed it using the Mimo app. You flip the screen. Has nothing to do with the camera settings on the camera. There is a selfie flip mode for when you're recording, but for live streaming, I was like, what the hell's going on? And I fixed it. Let me just show you the power. Let's take a look at something. Now that I fixed that and I fixed the sharpness, I want to see the difference. Like, look at the detail on that watch. You know, by the naked eye, that's a little difficult to make out. Let's take a look at the calculator watch for a second because it's got, you know, it's pretty fine little print on that thing. Okay, that's obviously too close. You can only get about this far away. And we get that product shot there. It's pretty slick. Especially me in the background here, hold it like that, blurred out. That really is a cool shot. Let's put these watches away. What's in this other watch case? I have 3 watch cases. And there's the watches I wear all the time. And then there's the watches I never really wear. Strangely enough, this watch here, I bought used, and it's pretty expensive. I don't really know why. They made all these watches. See, it looks like a little satellite. Good old Nintendo watch. That Nintendo watch is interesting because, like, look at the band on it. And then that's like, that opens up like a seatbelt. See what I mean? Crazy, right? You guys aren't very fucking chatty today, are you? Let's look at this holographic Swatch watch from, this is from the fucking 80s, I'm sure. And here we go. Here we go. Nobody got nothing to say, huh? Nobody got nothing to say. How about that? What's going on, John Paul? That Seiko spoon. You ever see one of those? Too bad it doesn't work. And of course, you gotta have a Swatch Omega Mission to the Moon watch. Oh no, this is Mission to Mercury. And when I originally bought this watch, I was gonna put it on a leather band. And I thought, you know what? Don't try and pretend it's an Omega. Just let it be what it is. You know what I mean? Just let it live for what it really is. No, it's a moon swatch. Did you ask that question before I put it up? That's kind of funny. Like honestly, I bought the watch, and the first intentions when I bought this watch was to return. I was going to buy it, make a little video, and return it. That filter. Wow. Welcome to Mars. And they are plastic cheapos. Let's just say it for what it is. It's a plastic cheapo, and when it dies, it'll die. It's everything. The shit will scratch up. They'll buff it out for you. It's cheap. And the real truth about these things is, let's go on, Zyro. Jean Paul, I would say the truth about this watch here is they do make knockoffs, believe it or not. I've never seen one in person, but apparently there are some pretty good knockoffs of this watch. And I don't know, like here in Canada, this watch was worth like, I think $300 or something. Was it really worth $300? Not really. I feel like for $300, I could have bought myself a very nice Timex. I could have got myself even a Seiko mod. I could have got like for $300, I could have got a very nice Seiko mod. There's a couple guys in Toronto that do really good work. And I don't have a Seiko mod. That will probably be at some point on my list if I see the right one, I would get like a cool Seiko mod. So it wasn't worth it, but the same token, I felt like, everybody was on the hype about it. So why not? It was a hype watch. Same with the Tissot. The Tissot was, you know, the TikTok. Everybody on TikTok was flashing that motherfucker. The Tiffany blue Tissot. And you know what? It's not Tiffany blue. But I still love this watch. You know what I mean? This, I've seen Omegas with this band. I've seen a Grand Seiko with this band from the 70s. This band is, look how the light catches on that thing, right? One of the nicest goddamn bracelets, I think, out there. I love the look of it. It is by far, you know, it's my favorite. Look at that. When you turn, how it just, people can't help but to see this watch. Any news from Alpha Theta Pioneer? The only news that I know from these guys is they did figure out what was causing the AZ issues. It was a firmware update, but not a firmware update like you think. It was something that their technicians could fix, but not something that, as far as I know, they had no intentions on releasing that firmware out because they knew how to fix the affected ones with this update. So it wasn't like, I think it was just a specialized firmware for certain units. So even if I had kept mine, they wouldn't have given me the firmware. Well, I don't know. They might have let me try it, but there could have been a chance I would have bricked it. So I don't think they would have let me try it. And to be honest, with the AZ, so, you know, here's what happened. Because I test, do some reviews and stuff, and I have a little bit of a relationship with these guys. And, they felt bad. They felt bad for my situation, and I was helping a lot and stuff. So I asked them, I'm like, hey, everyone was asking about an Opus Quad. Can you loan me an Opus Quad? You got one to loan me? And they have an Opus Quad to loan me, so they sent me an Opus Quad. What's going on, OP Seeker? So, question for anyone who's watching this, and like OP Seeker, you've been around a while. Which camera do you think I'm currently using? Like, just looking at the quality of everything, what camera would you guess this is? Curious to know if you if you know. Anybody know what camera I'm running here? Hopefully you can't see it off the reflection of my glasses. That would give it away. Well, you see, yeah, you're assuming it's the lower end camera. If I'm asking, well, it's true. It's not the the Sony cameras behind me. So this camera here, that's the link I got pinned, by the way, the Amazon link. This is the DJI Pocket 3. I'm live streaming through Restream. So I'm also live on Twitch right now, even though I have no following on Twitch. I'm just stacking up the hours, so to speak. And I actually have this digitally zoomed in. So if I widen it out, there's the wide shot. And if I really want to go, you see that little magnet guy there? So if I do this and stick the magnet on, then I got a really wide view of things here. But it's I'll take that off. Let me bring it in, and then I do a little digital zoom in, rip, and there we are. So yeah, this thing's a game changer, man. I'm telling you, out of all the cameras I have, I'm pretty sure. All right, Zara, catch you later, buddy. I'm pretty sure had I bought this camera first, I may not have bought my Sony camera. That's how much I like this camera. Because honestly, this camera is a little bit faster to set up. And it looks good. Not to say this was going to be my talking head camera all the time. That's not really why I bought it. I actually bought it in low light. This thing's ridiculous in low light. I mean, watch this. Hey, Google, change the lights to 10%. Now, right now, I'd have
3 out of 8 lights to 10%.
I feel like I have the bounce. Let's get in there. See, it's kind of like I got to change one thing here because I've got some settings here. So let me do the exposure is 50 to 800. If I drag this thing up and look, so this is 50 to 6400. And my lights are really down. You can see there's a bit of noise because the ISO is like really, it's because of my monitor back there is also affecting things. But as you can see, it brightens up pretty good. Right now, it's not very bright in here at all. Hey, Google, lights to 100%.
Out of 8 lights to 100%.
And so this is very bright kind of camera. So I go in here and I change exposure and I can set the EV range. And I usually set the, the ISO range to 50 to 800. And I had the EV compensation, like negative something. But let me tell you, when I'm filming, if I've got this on auto and I'm outside doing a video, yeah, check the video out, by the way. So my other channel is 416 Tours. And I only have one video up at the moment, but I'm walking around this place called Yorkville. It's a neighborhood in Toronto, rich neighborhood that has like expensive high-end stores and stuff. And this was like at night, and it looks fucking fantastic. So I think this camera is well worth the buy. If you want to pick one up, or if you want to go check out the specs of it and see more about it, the Amazon link is pinned. That's my affiliate link. So full disclosure, just in case you didn't know, these affiliate links are going to hopefully really change how I do conduct my business here on the channel. Because right now, I try to get people to give me PayPal donations and help out. But everybody buys off Amazon. So if you click on that link, even if you click on it quickly and you come back, within the 24-hour span, and there's all these Black Friday deals, anything that you buy on Amazon, even if it's not what I linked you to, I will still get a very slight, I don't even know what the percentage is. It might be like 1 or 2% or some shit, but a very small residual for anything that you buy off Amazon. So if you guys don't mind, even copy the link and paste it somewhere. So anytime you shop Amazon, why just let Amazon get rich off you, right? You could turn around and the moment you want to buy something, just drop through my link and then do your shopping. And I will get a little something. And if I could just convince everyone on my channel to do me that one goddamn favor of grab that link, paste it, bookmark it, so when you hop in and you buy and you shop and you do your Christmas stuff and your Boxing Day stuff, your groceries, whatever you do, I might get a little something out of it. And fuck, you might change my whole life by just doing your everyday shopping that you do. By doing it through my link, you might physically change my entire life. Maybe the DJ lab will not be this little tiny apartment. Maybe the DJ lab will be like a bigger place with a separate room for the DJ equipment. That's the dream. That's the dream, to just get the fuck out of here. Yeah, chroma caps. That's a little expensive, to be honest. And you know what? Hey, speaking of chroma caps, did you know 12-inch Skins has chroma caps too? They're their own version. So I think the DJ Tech Tool stuff is a little bit on the pricey side. 12-inch Skins has big Boxing Day fucking Thanksgiving sale going on right now, by the way. So perhaps check them out. I don't know what the prices are, but it might be better. So yeah, I'm like, now that I've sharpened up the picture on the camera, adjusted the white balance a little bit, I'm pretty happy with this quality right here. I think this looks, you know what? Hey, this camera here, birthday present from my girlfriend, because every year it's the same thing. She doesn't know what to get me because I got so much shit. And I end up just picking up my own gift and she pays for it. So this camera system, this is $1,000. This is after tax and shit here in Canada. And I actually got a bit of a deal on it too, but it was still $1,000 package for the creator kit combo. Black Friday deals stream of DJ equipment you would recommend. Yeah, that's not a bad. You're right. I've totally thought about doing that and having like all the Amazon affiliate links of what I'm going to talk about. I guess I just need to go through. It's just a little bit extra work, no big deal. I need to go through, figure out what's there, what's in stock, because some of the things I might recommend, they're not even on Amazon. But it could be headphones, cables, adapters, stands, beyond just gear. There's a lot of other shit I've come across that would be very useful. Even like some USB angled adapters, when you're plugging a USB into the back of some of this equipment, having like a little L adapter. There's little things I've come across that for sure I've thought, man, this is great shit. So yeah, I think I'll get on that. You know what? What I'll probably have to do, like I'm not going to do it as a live stream. I'm going to have to do that whole thing as just a fucking straight video, which makes more sense, right? So you have an I thought about getting an M50 because I think it's the M50 that Nick Spinelli uses, an M50, if I remember correctly. And yeah, it's the same thing. Like my ZV-1, like honestly, my Sony ZV-1F, if I plug it into the computer, it detects as a webcam, and the ZV-1F looks this good, maybe even a little better. Hard to say. This is a 1-inch sensor, right? But I didn't spend $1,000 to have a webcam. It just happens to be I can use it. The other advantage here is this DJI wireless microphone. Even though I got mics here, I do have mics, but this mic sounds really good, and it's got built-in noise cancellation. I don't need to use OBS. I can stream it directly into Restream through RTPM. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. So I can stream it into Restream. If I want to be remote, I can do everything with my phone with this in the camera, and I can have the exact same stream that I'm doing right now because I don't need a computer to do this. And I kind of bought this to do my walking tours for my other channel, for the 416 Tours channel. So that's kind of why I bought it, because this camera, if you're walking down the road and I hold this camera like this, I don't hold it up facing like that with the screen pointing at me. I hold it down, the screen pointing up so I can look down at it. And I got it like, mid-level. Like I don't have it high up. Just it's an easier way to hold it. The active tracking, the stability, there's things that my Sony camera can't do without a gimbal. And no one looks at it. That's the key thing. I can be walking along. It's not like it's a hidden camera, but because it's so small, nobody is like looking over with their eyes. I've not seen anyone look at me while I'm walking along, and I got the wireless mic and I can talk and it sounds good. And it just makes for fucking great walking around tour videos. Like, I mean, it's kind of what it's designed for, you know what I mean? It's got the extended battery on it, has great battery life. It's not heavy, it's not tiresome. And I can stream. It's the only, like my Sony camera, when I try to do a live stream with my Sony camera and the Sony app onto YouTube, it was fucking up badly. And it wasn't my phone, because streaming directly with the phone and camera, it was smooth. It was something to do with the Sony's got too much data. I don't fucking know. It wasn't great. This thing here, I can stream 1080, no sweat, 30 frames a second. That's all I need. And works. It totally works. Did I just turn off the noise canceling? So yeah, that's noise canceling turned off. And noise canceling is back on. So DJI just released like the mini mic. So it's like the size of a quarter. I don't know. This is fine by me. I'm fine with this mic. And it has, does it have it? Where is it? Oh yeah. So it's got a 3.5. So you could hook up a little lavalier, and just have this sitting somewhere else, right? And it also has USB-C. So this mic, you might not know, what's really interesting, it's a 32-point floating, like 32-bit floating recorder, which means you can't go too fucking loud with it, basically. Same kind of shit like the Alpha Theta Euphonia has this 32-bit floating point shit, so you can't clip it. So you can't clip this, and I can record. I could take this mic, and when I'm doing all my video stuff, I can record internally. 14 hours I can record internally into this thing. So technically, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to do a video soon. I thought I could take the Euphonia and go USB-C in. The Euphonia doesn't see it. I'm going to try the V10. But what I am going to try is just straight RCA from the record out to a 3.5 in. And I want to see if this thing here will record a set. I think it might. I think it might work. What's going on, Uncle Trapper? Yeah, these mics are so good. Well, I was just speaking with DJ Kova today, and he told me, like, you know what, he uses his DJI mic for like all his B-roll stuff. And yeah, the Sony A6000 is another great setup. Like, gotta say, my Sony A7 IV, I didn't need to buy that for this. And I didn't. I bought it because I want to do some photography. And you know what? I had the extra money because I sold a pair of 3000s. And I thought, I always wanted like a really good camera and some good lenses. So I bought it. Now, it's shitty weather outside. So pulling out the big camera and walk around taking pictures, I don't know. Let's go on T-Buck. Yeah, this mic sounds good, right? And this is I don't know if you guys know, if Uncle Trapper knows this, but Kova just told me today that there was a firmware update for the microphone. So sure enough, it's not through the app. I had to go on their website, download it, you plug the mic, turn it off, you plug it in, it looks like a USB drive, you move it over to the root, and when you turn the mic on, it actually does a firmware update. And that robotic kind of thing, the muffly sound that the mic had, apparently it has better sound now. And I think it made a difference. Like me just listening back to myself right now with noise cancellation on, it doesn't sound so compressed on it. Personally, I think, like, I've been using this microphone because I bought it cheap and it looked cool. And I've got the Shure MV7, and I run through OBS and turn on the, you know, the noise suppression, the noise gate, and some limiters and shit like that. And I think these videos right now with this little wireless mic sound probably the best of any of the videos I've done. When I listen back sometimes to the other ones, I always sound like I'm a little too loud. I'm clipping a little bit. Even when I turn it down, something just doesn't sound right. I don't have that sound that I'm looking for. So I think this sounds okay. I think the picture looks good. I think the sound is good. I just, for the money of what this thing can do, between being a webcam, being like well, I don't want to say an action camera because it's pretty delicate. You wouldn't want to go snowboarding with this thing, but the active tracking, the face tracking that it has, you know, like if I do my the tracking is ridiculous. Like having a camera guy, you know, it's just that good. If I like stand up here, I'm like sitting on a chair here, but if I get down there, just does a good job. Quite happy with it. So if you zoom in too much, obviously, at what point does the tracking kick in? Oh boy, I got messages coming in. Someone's blowing my phone up like a lunatic. Oh, James. Jamie, what's going on, buddy? Was that from now or was that earlier? Fuck, you guys are the best. Fucking, you know, some guys are really great. They like, some people ride this train for free for years. And then there's some people that pay consistently. And Jamie, he's always, man. Jamie's always fucking hooking me up. So fucking kind to the guy. I'm gonna put this shit up here to see if anyone else has that fucking, birthday. Anyone else wants to, pitch in towards the birthday fund here. By the way, birthday fund last year, I bought that behind me. There's a digital EQ. See the blue lights there? That one there with the spectrum analyzer. People pitched in money, and it was like a couple $100 or some shit. But yeah, people pitched in, and that's what I got for my birthday from you guys, from the viewers. So this year, I got to think of something that's, within reason. I want to go crazy, of course, but something within reason that will be fun to have on the stream and kind of cool and add to things that you guys can always watch and say, yeah, I helped pay for that. So yeah, there's the, hopefully you saw the Amazon link. Like I said, copy that link, keep it on your phone, whatever. Every time you want to shop Amazon, just use my link as a doorway in, because a cookie will indicate I sent you, and anything you buy within the 24-hour span, I will get a little something. And hopefully enough people do it that it actually adds up to be something. If I could make an extra couple $100 a month in residual income, that would be fucking wonderful. It doesn't take much to make me happy. There we go. Jamie, you're the best, buddy. Fuck. If there was another 50 of you, I'd be killing it here. You know what I mean? Seriously, my place is so fucking small. My channel, it's plateaued. YouTube, I can't, and I'm stupid. I've been trying to get rich off YouTube revenue, and everyone's told me that's a bad fucking way. You need Amazon affiliates, you need store affiliates, you need something. YouTube will never, I would have to be getting fucking like 5 million views a month, and I'm not, in order to get anything. Their payout is shit. So yeah, I literally, if I knew I could make an extra $2,000 a month, I wouldn't even be living here. I'd find a different fucking place. Rent is so expensive in Toronto. But I'm in a bachelor place. My ideal situation, I need something that has at least one bedroom that's an okay size, so I could just put the DJ shit in one room and still have a proper living room. I don't even need that one room to be the bedroom. Literally, well, who knows? Maybe I need a 2-bedroom place, because I'd like to have a proper bedroom, a proper place for the DJ equipment, and then just a place to invite people over, watch TV, fucking hang out, my girlfriend and me, just chill. And the poor chick not be surrounded by equipment, because it's an overflow situation here, man. Like, it's complete overflow. This place is just too fucking small. I need to change things. 6:45 here, my friends. Glad to see some people popped out. Let me just tell you some quick updates for the DJ shit, so I don't talk about all this bullshit. DJ stuff. Prime 4 Plus stems are now out. If you didn't know, the stems are some of the best sounding stems out there. Alpha Theta has identified what the problem was with the AZs that were crashing and freezing up. There is a firmware update that their technicians are doing on them to fix the shit. So that's the good news. If anyone who had one that got sent in, it's not like you got to wait for a new one to be made. It's not like the chip was fried. There's something they can do to fix it. If you have one that's messed up, you still got to send it in. This is not a user firmware update. This is a technician firmware update. The other news, Opus Quad is here at the DJ Lab. I slept on that. The design was a little bit strange for me, but the Opus Quad is it's something else. And I can tell you, very soon, that Opus Quad is going to be getting way more attention than it has in the past. You'll find out soon enough. Flex 2, definitely something that if you got kids, you want to get them into DJing. This is cool. You need a backup system. This is also very cool. For the price point, I'm shocked. It's pretty solid little system. It's got a pretty good build quality. What else can we talk about real quickly that's going to happen? Oh, check this out. I have like a headphone collection, right? And my friend's talking about, look at me wobbling around here. My friend's talk about Lollipop headphones and how he wants one, blah, 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 blah. And the most popular headphone for Lollipop headphones is a Sony. See that Sony there? It's the MDR V7. And this is one that was made in Japan, because there's ones that are not made in Japan that aren't as good. This is quite a good headphone. And they had a spot where they would break. So I bought them used for like $7. They were a little bit messed up. I crazy glued them. They were okay. They broke a bit more. And I didn't even think about it. So as he was talking about these things, what I did was take mine apart. And where did I put that piece? So I took mine apart just to see, because it's expensive to buy these things. These companies charge so much money to make a goddamn Lollipop headphone, and there's really not that much to it. I don't know where I put the other side, but what I did is I took it apart and flipped it around. So all I got to do is get a handle and solder some wires in and a resistor and put a cord on this thing. But on the one side here that has the cord, just to kind of get a feel for it, I literally took everything apart. That was the wire that went to the other side. So it's just cut, no big deal. And you know what? Here's what I didn't get. It's like, why do I need to have a stick? I can just do this. I can just pick it up. Like, what's the... When you go like that, if there's a stick there, that stick isn't helping steady it. What I almost need is you almost need to build like a little cradle thing to cradle your shoulder. Would almost make more sense, right? So yeah, there's no videos out there on how to build a Lollipop headphone. Strange, right? So once I get everything together, I'm going to make a video on how to build your own Lollipop headphone, because it's not hard. It really, it might cost, if you get the XLR connectors and all that fancy shit, it might cost you like $150 in parts. I'm going to do it on the cheap. I'm going to do this fucking like low budget, because I'm just at home. I don't give a fuck if I got a removable, headphone jack connector. I don't need all that shit. I don't care. There's some people put switches in for like left, right, mono. Fuck that. I'm going to run them all in with the resistor. And it doesn't matter. You don't need to monitor left or right. I don't even understand the point of a Lollipop headphone. I think it's kind of stupid. But I'm going to make one regardless. I got to get new cups for these things. These are the Pioneer Carbon Fiber HD. What is it? HDJX10C. 10C. 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 These headphones will blow your balls off. They are. But you know what's interesting? That's Sony, and this, when I listen to them both at the same time and crank it, this thing keeps up with this. They sound very, very similar. Very similar. Like surprisingly similar. And the other thing I'm going to do, I had this brilliant idea. You know, people take the old, phones and they wire them up. But you see, they wire them up and they don't really change the fucking speaker. So it sounds like telephone. I have a pair of broken, the headband broke on the III headphones. And the driver, the size of it, I got to check it out, but I'll either take those ones or I'll find other headphones. I want to get an old phone, grab that fucking cord, and take that thing out, put a new driver in, and wire it up. The other thing I want to do too is not just wire up for the headphone jack, but I'd like to wire it a dual plug and have microphone. So I want to be able to hold the phone and be able to hit the mic, be able to talk, and have the headphone going. I don't know why no one's done this. The M40X. M40X is the Audio Technica headphones, right? I like Audio Technica headphones. I've never tried the Bear 770s though. Haven't tried them. Justino, you were on earlier, and I gotta say, watching the stream, did you notice it's a little bit sharper? Because on camera, I went in and I had the picture softened, the sharpness, because my buddy suggested it. But for the purposes of using it to do live stream, I actually added +2 on the sharpness. And if you zoom in on the picture, you'll see the detail in my beard is pretty sharp looking. Before I looked a little bit muddy. What's up, DJ Lencho? Been a fucking while there, brother. Been quite a while. Haven't seen you around in like a minute. By the way, this is the, for those who don't know, the DJI Pocket 3 streaming. There's no wire connected from here to the computer. This is streaming over to Restream, and Restream is now streaming to YouTube and Twitch. No one's watching me on Twitch. I fucking already know this. But here we are. Nerd Report. What's going on, buddy? Nerd Report. You'll be the best judge of this. What do you think about the picture quality? This is the DJI Pocket 3. I'm streaming over through Restream. There's no wires connected. And digital zoom is on right now too. So if we zoom out, well, that's me zooming up and down. Switch the settings here. So this is like zoomed out, no wide angle on the lens, and a little bit of a digital zoom. And seriously, I've got the ISO range set. I've got the EV exposure compensation is down a little bit. Sharpness is up a little bit. It's a pretty fucking sweet camera, man. Like, if you don't have one of these things, I would. Low light on it is so good. Such a good camera. And the truth is, like when I'm looking at my video and I'm looking at my shirt and I see the colors around me, this is a pretty bright, colorful shirt, strangely enough. Yeah, the color profile maybe is a little bit saturated, but overall, I think it's not bad. Oh, shit, Nerd Report, you're watching on Twitch. This is the DJI Pocket 3, is what this is. And I'm also the microphone. I'm using the DJI wireless microphone that connects to this thing. This is like fucking game changer. Looks so good. If you guys look at my get a chance, I think that 416 Tours is my other channel. I did a video walking through Yorkville in Toronto, rich area with rich expensive stores I can't afford. And the night mode, like I wasn't even on night mode. Like it has an actual night mode, 30 frames a second night mode. You're running 4K 60 frames a second at night. Looks fucking fantastic. Fucking amazing. And no, this is way better than the GoPro because you got active tracking on it. You know what I mean? Like face tracking. GoPro doesn't have that. I'm just telling you, this is such a better camera. You know, when I'm showing off the watch, for instance, like it looks nice. You know what I mean? And it's the wireless mic, the extended battery that it comes with, the fact you can live stream without a computer just through the phone app. Fuck, it's no, we're not at 720. You might want to check your stuff because I'm streaming here at you got to go to your advanced. Hey, that's a good question. Why am I only going 720? It should be streaming higher. I don't know what changed. Was it something I did? Because earlier I was streaming at 1080. So I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not sure why. And there's nothing I can do to change it at the moment right now. Huh. Another mystery. Because earlier I was having an issue with the flip with the mirrored image. I fixed that, but yeah, even at 720, you're right. Like, yeah, at 720, I'm kind of fucking really shocked at 720 how decent it's looking, which is good to know because if you're out and about on mobile data, I would rather do 720 and have no hiccups than do 1080. Yeah, Justino, it's got to be on your end because like I know like on Restream, I didn't realize till you mentioned it that it says 1280 by 720. No, I'm glad you told me because I didn't really clue into that. But fuck, if it's looking this good at 720, I'm a little bit surprised. Yeah, I'm pretty shocked. It looks this good. You know, like originally I always thought I want to stream at 4K 60 frames a second. That was my goal. And nobody does. Nobody does this. It just It doesn't make sense, right? It would be nice. So yeah, I don't really know why we're doing 720. And I don't know if anyone can tell me or not, this whole restream thing, because I don't really use it a lot. It talks about getting rid of the overlay, the where it says restream, but on YouTube I don't have the fucking restream logo there. Maybe on Twitch I do. I haven't even checked Twitch to see what's going on with that. Oh, there I am. Oh yeah. You're right, man. Twitch looks much better. Yeah. Wow. What a difference in video between Twitch. Now, see, Twitch, I don't have the Restream logo, so I don't know why. Like, Restream has a 50% thing off right now. I don't know why I would pay for Restream. For free, I can do YouTube, I can do Twitch. That's all I need. I don't need to do a third one. Well, you can do 3. So, weird, right? Fucking 720 on, like, obviously you can't, but 720 on, look at that. Whoa, trippy, right? Trippy shit. That's trippy as fuck. How many times is gonna go? The infinity fucking phone. So bizarre. One more time, because that was just fun. You ready? One more time for the fun. Fucking funny. The simple things that amuse me. And Justino, YouTube will probably never do it. But then again, we didn't think anyone would ever do it. So the fact that Twitch can do it is interesting. And there's something to keep in mind, by the way, for DJ sets to think about. 60 frames, so think 60 pictures per second. You can only get so much detail in something. If you're doing 24 frames in film, right, that's the pictures is open longer. So you get a better picture. So you want 24 really good pictures or 60 okay pictures. So even at 30 frames, you're almost still better off in like a low light situation. It just, yeah, unless you're gaming, the real truth, if you're gaming 60, of course, 60 frames is a must. But if you're just streaming and DJing, I feel like I do it too, but I feel like 60 frames is almost overkill. It doesn't really make sense. If you look at all the top guys they're streaming in boiler rooms and stuff, you don't see boiler rooms streaming at 60 frames a second, right? And these guys on top of castles and David Guetta and these guys, they're not doing 60. They're doing 30. So the truth is, you're better to do 1080 30 than 720 60. Or if you can go 4K 30, you're better off a 4K 30 too. The one thing I noticed about my whole stream, doing it like this is I don't have any ads on right now, which I guess is good. Guess that's good for you guys, not so good for me. Shit, what we got? We got how many people watching here? So I see 11 people here, but I see, is there 20 people on Twitch? Huh. Because that's weird. Do I got a bunch of people on Twitch right now? I don't believe it. No, that doesn't make any sense. There's 2 people there. My thing over here says 20, but like 20 where? 19. When I'm on my YouTube here, it's showing a different number. So I don't even know what to believe, to be honest. Because YouTube's showing 13. Oh, now we're at 12. So I don't know. We're bouncing around here in numbers. Anyways, it's 5 after 7, guys. I'm not going to stick around. I would love to sit here and do this shit all fucking night, but I'm looking around. I got so much shit to do. My girlfriend's coming like pretty early afternoon. We're going to see. Do you guys watch Bridgerton? Maybe not. If you got a girlfriend, wife, maybe you do. But the Bridgerton string quartet thing where they play all the Bridgerton music, which is just string quartet versions of popular songs. They're doing this candlelight. There's the shit's worldwide, and they go around different places. And so it's this candlelit fucking hour-long violins at this place. It's all romantical and shit. And we're doing this tomorrow at 5:30. I can't do video because you're not allowed video except for the last set. So I'll try and get some video of the last set. And she's got the sniffles, so hopefully she takes some pills. Hopefully it's just a little head cold, nothing more. Hopefully I don't catch it because I can't cancel the tickets. It's past the 48-hour mark. I can't cancel. So we're going to this thing. I need to clean up this place, do a bunch of shit. I got stuff all over. I purged. I threw a bunch of shit in the garbage. Clothes that don't fit, coats that don't fit. But the amount of Adidas jackets I threw out would make you throw up. I threw out like probably about $1,000 worth of like a different Adidas limited edition jackets. You're gonna be fucking. You guys would be like, what the fuck, dude? But place is small. I only got room for so much shit. I threw out some suits, threw out some dangy leather coats. When I say I threw them out, I put them down in my the laundry room of my building here, and just let the animals go loose on it. Let the animals of the building have their fun. I'll be walking around seeing some Indian guy sport his fucking Adidas jacket, and I'll be like, yeah, I know that guy. That's my jacket, dude. That's why. If shit's downstairs, I wouldn't take anything because no matter how nice it is, you can't wear it around the building. You don't know. Some guys go like, look at you. You poor. The poor. You're wearing someone else's shit. All right. Lincho. Nerd Report, thanks for putting up the Twitch link. I barely know it myself, dude. I barely know it myself. So yeah, we got to get this Twitch thing going here. And yeah, and I got to figure out why we only got 720 on this stream. The other streams we're doing 1080. So we'll have to figure it out. If it's too much clothes, maybe you could make a store for some time with the ones you don't need. I can't do that. I don't got time for that shit. Time is money. So if you got to invest time to make money, all of a sudden it doesn't even out anymore. I value my time way more than I value the money. That's why when I do this shit here, you don't understand. My time is so valuable to me. That's why I need to make a little something. That's why when people donate a couple of bucks, it even sings out of my head, because the moment I start doing this shit and I'm not getting paid for my time, I'm not making any money, it's the moment I'll stop doing it. Because honestly, I'd rather take the camera on the 416 Tour channel and just walk around, get some exercise, and do shit rather than just sit here like a fucking couch potato talking aimlessly. It's just, there's got to be something. Anyways, I'm out. I'll catch you guys all later. Shout out to Nerd Report. Hey, if you guys don't know, Nerd Report runs one of the coolest goddamn YouTube channels on the internet. Fucking way cooler than mine. Go check out Nerd Report. Subscribe to his channel. Watch his channel for the latest breaking news on all the shit going on in the States. UFO encounters. Fucking aliens. Fucking monsters. Fucking... It's such a cool channel. You know, Lewis, I gotta watch more of it, buddy. And Nerd Report is DJ Lewis Love, who's also a DJ that has some fucking... Follow him on Twitch as well. He's got fucking... This guy's just super talented. I love his shit. And his girlfriend too. His girlfriend can DJ better than half you motherfuckers can. Okay, now I'm out. Now that I plugged my buddy. And yeah, I hope everything's good on your end, buddy. I know why you're going through some shit. So talk to you all later. Catch you on the dark side.